So good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
We'll start in 2 minutes. അബ്ബാ ക്ലാസ് ആവാ ഞാൻ പിന്നെ വിളിക്കാം ബൈ അമ്മ ഓക്കെ ബൈ കൊളായ എടി ഒരു റെക്കോർഡിംഗ് ആ പിണ്ണാക്ക് ഓക്കെ So last class I told you that I'm preparing some models for you people to understand. So today I'll just show you all that problems we have solved earlier. How do they look and stuff and all. I'll just present the screen, and with the help of model we'll see how that is you need to see it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So I have made models of this is the prism. Am I visible? It's a
Yes,
pentagonal
sir.
prism. Okay. It's a pentagon in 5 sides, and it's both the faces is common. So this is a pentagon prism. Similarly, I'll have a pentagonal pyramid. Okay, does this look like a pyramid? But it's like a
Yes, sir.
pentagon, and it's all having the apex. Okay, so pentagonal prism, pentagonal pyramid. Similarly, I have made this is hexagon, hexagonal pyramid. Sorry, hexagonal prism, and then I have an hexagonal pyramid. So various kinds of problems what we have solved with respect to pyramid and prism, we'll be seeing it today. Okay, so I have just presented it. We'll see the first problem what we have solved. So this is a pentagonal prism having a side 25. Just think this is the side which is having 25 mm, and it is having an axis of 50 mm. Okay, it rests one of its edges on HP. So first procedure is we'll have our okay. This is your vertical plane. This is your horizontal plane. So this is what the procedure we follow. As we have drawn over here, this top view, you can see that my presentation also, whatever I'm presenting, is this like this? Okay, like this. Have we placed the position like this? Is it right or wrong? It's on horizontal plane. I have placed the pentagon like this. Okay. Now what I do is, So first position is over. Here, this will be the second position. That is, you'll have a top view like this, and then your front view will look like this. So we'll check whether it is the same. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So both the views are understood, first and second position.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the question says that the base, this is the base, this base in which it rests, okay, this edges which will rest, it will be inclined at an angle of 30 degree to HP. So this is one. Okay, this will be point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that is, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this thing, what we have to do is, based on this angle, we'll be rotating it 30 degree. So this is what will be your this position. Understood? Is it the
Yes, sir.
same? Okay. So this is your front view now. How will your top view look? That you need to see. Does it look like this? If it is inclined to an angle, we'll check it out. You're able to see two faces and you can see one top face. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Other things and all will be hidden. Isn't it that what we have drawn over there?
Yes, sir.
So you understood how the positions have been placed and how this thing you convert to a 2D drawing and put it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll move on to the next problem. Okay, here I have shown hidden lines. If this is the thing, you'll have hidden lines over here will be this part and your these two parts, right? These two parts. These two will be hidden. If you want, you can make a model like this and you can check it, which is hidden, which is not hidden, which can be seen for the, or if you still don't understand it. Anyway, this video again I will be posting, you can just check it with all reference questions. So whatever the top it is, you can see these two tops and these two faces, right? Other thing, all will be hidden. That is 1, 2, 3 will be hidden and this base will be hidden. Clear? So we'll
Yes,
move on
sir.
to the next question. It is an hexagonal pyramid. So this is the hexagonal pyramid of base 25 mm. Okay, so it was something like this, right? Okay, wait. Do you think the background light is too much? Hold on. Enough. I think it will be better. Right? Is this position as same as the question says? You have a hexagonal pyramid of side of base 25 mm and axis 50 mm long. This will be axis. The height will be 50 mm. So right, this question is right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this, when you draw it as a vertical in front view, that is in vertical plane, if you draw, will it look like this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's the axis, right? You're able to
Yes,
see
sir.
only these two faces, right?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now the question says, same the edge containing this, it will be rotated to an angle of 30°. I can either rotate this or this face. Anything I can rotate. So as the question says, I'll be rotating it like this. 30°, the same thing I rotated. Is this question same? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So now what will be the top view if I rotate this? Can you see the top view?
Yes, sir.
So we
Yes,
check.
sir.
Is this right? You are able to see this face, these two faces, and this face, as well as these three faces. That is, you can see this edges, right? And you can see this edge, and this edge. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is visible, and here 1, 2, 3 edge is visible. Other things and all will be hidden. You see like this. When it is like this, you are able to see this face, and this edge. Okay, this edge, this blue mark which I've drawn, you are able to see. You are able to see this. You are able to see this, and this, right?
Yes, sir.
But behind these two things will be invisible, as well as this line also will be invisible. These three faces will be invisible. But you are able to draw only this line or this edge because these two are overlapping in the diagram. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So next problem, you have an hexagonal pyramid itself of having base edge. This base edge is 26 mm. This 26 mm. And it has an axis of 70 mm long. It rests on HP, same problem, such that the triangular face containing is resting on both perpendicular to HP and VP. Okay. This thing, this is the first position. So, sorry, this is the first position, what we have drawn. This thing, front view will look like this, right? We'll check front view. Correct? Now it is saying that one of this edge, either this edge or this edge, whichever edge, it should be both perpendicular to HP and VP. If I tilt this thing like this, Now, what do you think? Is it perpendicular to VP and HP?
Yes, sir.
It is perpendicular to this, and it is perpendicular over here also. So that edge is perpendicular to both VP and HP. That would be your third drawing or third position, right? So this thing, that's all I have done. I have made this face perpendicular to VP and perpendicular to HP. Now, this thing, top view, how will it look? If it is perpendicular to HP and VP. Okay, so that we'll see. If this is the condition, are you able to see the entire base? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Entire base you are able to see, no? Like 8 to the second. Only thing is, this point and this point will overlap. See, this is the thing. If I keep, I'm not able to show you like that. Okay, if this is perpendicular, can you see that all 6 sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this thing will get overlapped. You are able to see this edge, this edge, this edge, and this edge. These two edges, since it is perpendicular to both HP and VP, it will just coincide. There's something perpendicular to you, what you see. So this is the final position what we have got. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next is a pentagonal pyramid. I have a pentagonal pyramid. This pentagonal pyramid, it says that it is being placed like this. Right? So this front view will look like this. Right? Smaller face over here and larger face over here. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now they have told that this edge, whatever in front view it is, it will just lie down like this. Correct? This edge, whatever it is, it will lie down like this. Okay. So that position will be this. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
So the last position, this thing, top view, how will it look? That we'll see now, whether it's looking the same. If it is like this, you are receiving. Can you see the entire pentagon base?
Yes, sir.
It is pointed like this. Are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
You will be able to see then 1, 2, 3, 3 triangular faces also. Where this will be having the major area and these two only small area you can see. Right? Give it a slide this. So this is the same. Come on, tell. Why you people are doubting? Respond. You
Understood.
have doubt in what?
No doubt, sir. Understood.
I didn't get you, Lalit. Your voice is
Sir,
breaking.
no
I
doubt,
have
sir.
one doubt.
Okay. Ask.
Sir, instead of starting the pentagon with standard side from left, shall we consider it in right, sir?
Yeah. This thing, I have made it like this. You can make it like this also, no issue. This pointed thing, it can come in the opposite direction also, no issue.
Okay, sir.
But this pointed edge should come and rest over here. Only thing is, this direction will change, but the view will remain almost the same. Procedure will also remain the same. If you're keeping it like this, your base will come on the opposite side, and this pointer will come on the other side. This entire thing, whatever I have drawn over here, this will just become opposite. But that is also right. It all depends on how you take the first position. You either can take it like this, keeping this flat edge parallel, or this flat edge parallel over here. Can either set this side or this side. Anything.
Okay, sir.
I didn't make cylinder because I had this big dabba. Does this look like a cylinder?
Yes, sir.
So it will have two faces. Okay, this is the generator. Cone, it will take time. I don't know how to make cone. Most probably I'll be making it with the paper itself, cone. So this will be your generators. This will be your base. Okay. So the next problem, what we have is this is same parallel to VP and inclined to HP. It is having a cylinder of base 30 mm. It has a base of 30 mm. So 30 mm will be on top and bottom. And it has an axis of 40 mm. 40 mm will be the height. Resting with a point of its base. Okay, first diagram will draw. So what we have to do is we'll have to draw something like this. Here you will have two centers, one center on the top and one center on the bottom, right? For this base,
Yes, sir.
you will have a center over here, and similarly you will have a center over here. So bottom one center I'll mark it as O1, and top one I'll mark it as O2. Bottom, the points for reference, I'll take it as 1, 2, 3, and 4. And on top, I take it as A, B, C, and B. Okay. So I draw this. I cut this into 8 halves. Okay. This 8 halves, why you need to draw, I'll tell you. Because when you're generating it in the next view or at the fourth final view, you can't draw just with 4 points. It is difficult. You would have found it when you have drawn in plain circular lamina you have drawn. Okay, that we give it to a 12 equal parts because you get a reduced thing and you get a more proper curve. If you don't have that, you have just 4 points. It is difficult to make the curve. Okay, that's the reason. Here you can just break into 8 parts, 8 equal parts. So only the major points, that is this corners and mark. This thing, it is like this. It is having dia of 30. Okay, so this point, bottom will be 1 and top will be A. When you are viewing like this, you can see only the A part, but the one part was hidden. So I have put A bracket 1. Okay. Similarly, 2 in bracket and B, C over here, C and 3 in bracket, 4 and D in bracket. That I'll draw. Okay. This thing, now in front view, how will it look? It should look like this. So that, okay, centers also I have marked. Since this on top will be O2, that will be visible, and O1 will be hidden. I have marked O1 in bracket and O2 outside. Okay. So this thing I'll just project it, and I mark the outer points. Since it's the top view, I have told this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. 2 in the front and 4 will be behind. So when you view like this, it will be 2 dash bracket 4 dash, right? Over here bottom, 2 dash bracket 4 dash. I draw the axis and I mark 40 length, and then same whatever the base length it is, I just draw it and I connect it with the help of generators. This generator is covered. Now, does this look like that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, same thing I can continue it, but when I come to the fourth position, it will be difficult. So what I do is I have drawn the other lines. Just I've divided that division. I'll just extend it and I mark it on my front view. Now the problem says it's base circle. This base circle, it is making this axis is making 30 degree to HP. Okay, so this axis, it will have an axis over here like this. It will have an axis over here like this. This axis, entire thing will be at an angle 30 degree to HP. So it is HP. This thing, it will be 30 degree to HP like this. So over here in this, I need to construct this entire diagram like this. So whatever I have a cylinder over here like this, that cylinder will be inclined by this axis at 30 degree. Okay. This thing, how do you draw? So the entire thing, first I draw the axis, then that will be 30 degree. You know, this axis center and this point, that which we consider as 3 dash and 2 dash 4 dash, that length, it is difficult to cut an arc that you meet both the points. How do you do is with the help of a scale, you know that measurement, you can just drag the scale along with your axis line. Wherever that division, that is the 15 mm meets, there you can draw and you can cut an arc, or you can just draw the straight line over here. With the help of a set square or a scale, whatever it is, you can just mark 15 mm. That 15 mm, you can just drag it along the axis line. Where it crosses that 15 mm, there you can mark that point and just draw this base. Then you can construct your entire cylinder, whatever is there in second position, that position you can redraw. Okay. Now, is this position same as that third position?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now what you have to do is, will the top view look like this? You need to see. Top view, will it look like this? That is, you can see the entire top head. You can see the generator, bottom, a small part you can see, half part you can see, right? Half circle, bottom. If I keep it like this, okay, this half circle you are able to see. Half circle is hidden. So no.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that we'll check it out whether it is like that. So when you draw, okay, first I mark the axis, the centers of the base. This is O1 and O2 I'll mark. Then the axis I'll just join. Then whatever is coming on the bottom, that is 1, 2, 3, and 4, I'll mark. Next, I'll mark A, B, C, D. Okay. Now, First, I'll join the top part. Okay, first I'll draw this part, whichever is visible from bottom. Okay, that visible will be shown in a darker line. There is a hidden part over here, right? If this is the thing,
Yes,
that will
sir.
be your broken lines. That I'll draw at last. But whatever I see in the first, that I'll do. Is it right? We can see the front part, top base over here as a proper circle and the bottom base half you are able to see. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Correct? Then what I do is I draw this hidden part. Next, I join these two generators, whichever you see, this top generator and bottom generator. I'll just draw. So that does this look like the image seen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'll tell you how you need to draw this diagram from first. You can just check the PPT alone. So the procedure is first you need to draw a circle which is having a base of 30 mm. Okay. Then you can divide it into 8 equal parts. Then you can mark only the main part, that is A bracket 1, B bracket 2, C in bracket 3, and D in bracket 4. Okay. Since it is the top view, the top face ABCD will be visible and 1, 2, 3, 4, the bottom base will be hidden. This thing I'll just project it. You need to mark the center also. O2 will be top, O1 at the base. So O2 is visible, O1 is hidden. So I put O1 in bracket and O2 on the top. So I'll project the from A bracket 1, I'll just draw a projector. Then at C bracket 3, I'll draw a projector. From O, from the center axis, for the axis, I'll draw a projector. Then whatever the base, I'll just join that. That will be, base will be 1 dash, 3 dash, center will be 2 dash bracket 4 dash. Okay. Then they have told that axis is 40 mm long. So I draw an axis, I cut an arc at 40 mm and I just measure that distance 40 mm. And then the same base, whatever that 1 dash 3 dash is there, that I constructed on the top and I mark it as A dash and C dash. Okay, then I join A dash and 1 dash and C dash and 3 dash. So my cylinder's second position is over. Okay, next it says that the base on its base such that its axis makes an angle. So axis first I draw, which is at 30 degree. Okay. Then whatever that 3 dash, 2 dash bracket 4 dash, the length is coming with the help of a scale. I draw the base, I construct the base, and on that I draw perpendicular lines with respect to this base, so I can get the entire thing. With the center, you can at least mark with 40 mm, cut an arc, you can draw that B dash, D dash. There you can just reconstruct a parallel line and then join A dash 1 dash and C dash 3 dash. Okay. Similarly, you need to mark that other points also, that is other lines which is being visible over here. This line and this line also should be drawn over here. That will do it. That is because the final curve, whichever you draw, will be smooth. I'll tell you how. So from each point, I just draw the vertical projector lines. Okay. Similarly, with reference to the first position, I draw horizontal projector lines. Okay. So this point is enough for me to draw. It is sufficient. Okay, this base and all to draw, but it doesn't make a good graph. I mean, or good drawing. That is, I'll join like this. From here, it should come like this, like this. Something base like this, you need to draw. But this entire point where it should have crossed, that thing, it will be missing sometimes. Now I have drawn. Here it has come correct, but here it has gone out. To avoid this mistake, we can take it another division, those lines. Okay, so what I do is from this point, I drop again a projector. From this point, I drop a projector. From here, this line, I draw vertical projector. From this point, I draw horizontal projector, sorry. Then what I do is, I'll mark the center O1 and here O2. Then I'll mark the points. This will be 1, 1 over here. Then this will be 2, 2. This will be 3, 3. And this will be 4, 4. Similarly, over here it will be AA, BB, CC, and DD. Okay, I'll mark that points 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1. I've drawn 3, 1 in bracket because that will be hidden. I'll tell you that. A1, B1, C1, and D1. Why this line is hidden, I have showed you with the help of a cylindrical model. Which are. Then I'll join first 4, 1. I'll now join like this. Okay, 4, 1, and 2. Next, I'll construct this entire A, B, C, D. I'll just draw the entire one. Okay. Now this part will be hidden since you're viewing it from the top. So this will be dotted lines. Then 4, 1 and D1 I'll join. Similarly, 2, 1 and D1 I'll join. So in this diagram, you can see that when you're viewing in the front view, you're able to see 1 and A, 3 and C. But when you are viewing it from the top version or the top view, you are able to draw 4 and D and 2 and B. Okay, so now you might understand that why engineering drawing is important. One simple model at an inclined angle, all the points has been covered in these two diagrams. Yes or no? Each point is covered, right? Whatever you have drawn from the base reference, the first position, this third position and fourth position will give you the entire detail of your product. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think with this, inclined to HP and parallel to VP will be sufficient enough. Next class, we'll see that is inclined to VP problems. Okay. Inclined to VP is also nice. So this problem is that a square pyramid is VP. Here, it is different. So I'll just explain it in the next class. So if people understood how different views, you have any doubt, you can ask me now. I have 5 more minutes. Any position you have doubt?
Cylinder, the 4 dimensions we took, like A, B, C, D, and other 4, while we putting, don't need to put next mentions like E, F, G.
Sorry, I didn't get you at all. Can you say it from first?
சார் சிலிண்டர் சம் போடுறப்போ கீழே ஏபிசிடின்னு 4 டிவிஷன் போட்டிருந்தோம் இல்லைங்க சார். அகெயின் 4 டிவிஷன் பண்ணதுக்கு நம்ம நேமிங் பண்ணல இல்லைங்க சார். அதுக்கும்
Naming is not required over here.
ஓகேங்க சார்.
You can name it. Okay, I haven't named it. You can write here as 1A, A bracket 1 here, this point you can mark it as B bracket 2, this point you can mark it as 3, you can make it as 8 division, you can make it as 12 division also. What we have done in circular lamina, that plane problem, same thing you can follow it over here, 12 divisions. We have reduced the divisions so that what happens is you'll be here, it will be a mismatch. That is, you will get very smaller, closer lines on the third projection and the fourth projection. It will be really messed up with lines. So I have reduced the lines on that. You can put and you can name it also. No problem.
Is it necessary, sir, the other 4 divisions naming, or we can also put like without naming?
It is not at all necessary. Actually, those 4 points is enough, sufficient enough.
Okay, sir.
Even in your circular lamina, the 4 points is sufficient enough.
Okay, sir.
Okay, or you can give a break also. There is no issue. You can just write one bracket, A bracket 1, and you can mark this point as C bracket 2, bracket 3, and this as E bracket 5, and the other one as G bracket 6. No issue.
Okay, sir.
Sorry, 7. It's not an issue. But whatever you mark in the first position, those markings should be there in the final position also. If you are marking for all 8 also, you are able to mark it. If 4 is sufficient for us. But your diagram should look bit neat. That's the reason minimum 8 divisions for a circular plane like this. That is a base when you draw for a cylinder. Even for cone also, you can just divide into 8. That is sufficient. When you're dividing it for 8, then you need to you need to divide it for an angle of 360 by 8. There for 12 division, we used to put 360 by 12 by 30 degree. Here 360 by 8 is enough.
Okay, sir.
So 360 by 8 will be coming near to 45, right? So 45 degree, you can just cut an off and go. It is not necessary that you mark entire points. Minimum 4 points is sufficient for these problems. Circular lamina is the first problem, so we gave it you in detail, that's all. But circular lamina itself, you can see. I'll show you a circular lamina problem which we have. Yeah. This is circular lamina. I'll just compare this. Do you see this first image?
Yes, sir.
First 4 images you just see. 1, 2, 3, 4 of circular lamina and 1, 2, 3, 4 of cylinder. We are reducing the number of lines so that it won't be messed up like this. Okay. There is
sir.
no error in both. You have the freedom. Minimum you need to mark the 4 points even in your circular lamina also. You can just draw these lines and you are able to mark only this 1, 4, 7 and 11 you can mark, or 10 you can mark in circular lamina. It is not at all an issue.
Okay, sir.
Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay then. This question, when we solve VP inclined to VP, along with this question you can draw. So this 3 days you can just sit idle of ED. I don't know about others. Engineering drawing you won't have any problem today. Thursday's class you can include this problem also and draw. Okay. So
Okay.
then it's time. You can enjoy your day. Thank you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you, sir.
you.
Thank you, sir.